Today we're going to learn about functions. A function is a rule that relates two quantities so that each input value corresponds to exactly one output value. Special emphasis on exactly one. One input, one output. Always. So if we look at the picture, we can see all the different pieces to a function. This box here is our function. We see that we have an input value. It goes in and it comes out. There is only one input leading to one output. Now, the domain is all the numbers that can be possible inputs to that function. The range is all the possible outcomes. Functions can be represented in three different ways. We can represent a function with an equation, with a table, or with a graph. Typically, we're going to see the functions as an equation, just like we've done in the prior sections. And when we have this equation, our next step is to plug in the values and create a table, just like we did in our last section. So as you can see, I've created my table with the value of x. Here I wrote the equation, what is y equal to? 2x plus 3. Here is where I'm going to solve the equation or evaluate to get my y value, and then I'm going to write my ordered pair. Then we can take these ordered pairs and we can plot them on our graph to create a line. So here we're going to just substitute. So 2 times 1 plus 3, 2 times 2 plus 3, 2 times 3 plus 3. And then we're going to get our values. We'll evaluate these expressions. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. And then we have 7. And 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3 is 9. And then we write our ordered pairs. 1, 5. Remember, when you write your ordered pairs, make sure you put the parentheses on here. You can't write your ordered pair like this. That's just two numbers separated by a comma. The parentheses tell us that it's a coordinate or an ordered pair. Also, make sure that you do your multiplication first and then the addition. Then we plot these. We have 0, 3. Then we have 1, 5. Then we have 2, 7. And finally 3, 9. After you're done plotting, then you take a ruler and make a straight line. This line is going to show us our function. The next thing we want to do is we want to test this equation, this plot of points and coordinates. How do we know that that is a function? If you remember our definition of the function, we said each input has exactly one output. So it's a one-to-one correspondence here. Now the way we test to see if this is a function, once we have our line, is what we call the vertical line test. And the way we do that is we look at our graph and we put a vertical line on it. In this case, we're just going to use the y-axis. The y-axis is a vertical line. The vertical line must pass through the line that our function created or that our equation created. If the vertical line passes through one and only one time, then we have a function. If we created an equation that created a graph that looked like this for a circle, here if we would do the vertical line test, you will see that the vertical line crosses our solution set twice. Therefore, it would not be an equation. So the vertical line test, make sure that the vertical line intersects the line created from your equation one and only one time.